Hey guys, welcome to Big Sister. Thank you so much guys for taking the time to watch my channel. Guys, give me a like, a share, subscribe, all that good stuff, thumbs up, hit the notification bell if you're enjoying my content and would like to see things as they are posted. As you can see, this is a new channel. I hope it will grow, I hope it will thrive. And so thanks. Alright, signs that someone is cheating on you. Well, everything is not always concrete. Everything is not always cut and dry in some cases. And I'll always say, don't be hasty, but don't ignore the red flags. People who are cheating, they need time to get away from you to be with someone else because they're not omnipresent. They can't be in two places at once. They can't be everywhere at once. So in order to be with you, they have, and if there's someone else or other individuals, they are going to have to spread themselves somehow between the both of you or the 3+ of you, okay? So in order for them to make time for someone else, they're going to have to leave someone else aside and spend time with another person. And then while they're spending time with that person, they have to ensure that you don't find out about it. They don't want the other person to find out about it, and they're going to take measures to make that happen. Number one, they're probably going to ensure that you are not able to call them. So they may put the phone on silent. They may reject your calls, may not answer your calls. And once they're done doing whatever they're doing, they may go out of town. There's so many things that they're going to do. There will have to be a story before they go. They may start telling you something a few days before they're going to go, whether it's saying they have a business trip or they have to meet a friend. They have to take one of their friends here or there. They have to do this. They're going to be working late. They're just all these things that they're going to do ahead of time. They're going to have to do. They cannot not do this. All right? They're going to have to make up a lie, start a fight. They're going to have some sort of narrative. And that is to ensure when they're with that person, then that time is uninterrupted. And then when they're back with you again, they have to make sure that the person they were just with do not call or text or anything while they are with you. And now it depends on where the respect level is for you, because if it's at the very bottom, this person may very well still have this conversation with you around. They may become bold, but most times people will be hiding it and will try to ensure that you are not finding out. So a person that's normally cheating on you, there's just going to be times that's unaccounted for. Time unaccounted for. They went somewhere. They're going to have a pattern, because a lot of times whoever they're with, they have time, and especially if they're in one or both of them are in a relationship with someone else, they have to set times to see each other. So they're going to more than likely have a schedule. And the very least, whatever was the norm for this person is suddenly going to shift. So if they didn't go to the gym before, suddenly they may start going to the gym. Now, going to the gym does not mean all the time that a person is cheating, because people have a right to go to the gym and work out. But you're going to know there's going to be a lot more than just suddenly they're going to the gym. A lot of times their behavior, how they treat you is going to be different. There are going to be so many different things He or she may not want you to go to the gym with them. They may have an attitude if you show up or if you're there. They don't want to go to the gym with you. They want to go by themselves. They're insisting on it. And if for some reason you're there, they're hurrying. They want you out of there. That could be the gym. That could be the workplace. This could be so many different things. But time unaccounted for. They will have a pattern of behavior. If you take note of it, you'll pick up on the patterns pretty quickly. The days that they are not around. The times that they call you, they may have a time frame that they call you and they'll talk to you the entire time for hours. You're laughing, but then during certain hours, maybe after 6 p.m., they cannot be reached at all until the very next day. And a lot of times it's because they have somebody already. If you and the person are in a relationship, their schedule is going to change. Things are going to be different. And again, just unaccounted time frames. They just cannot be found, and then suddenly they reappear. They're always going to have an excuse for why you could not reach them. Whether the phone died, whether they had no reception, whether they were asleep. There are going to be some excuses. Other thing is, sometimes they may lose interest in you sexually. You guys had a pattern, and now that's changed. They're not interested. They may suddenly want to do something weird that you guys have never done before. They just become dissatisfied, or they no longer want to be intimate with you. And a lot of times it's because they are with another person. They're tired. They're soul tied. They're connected. Sex is not just sex. There is a connection that happens, a level of intimacy that's developed, and very often someone is going to get less. Okay? So that's a sign. They'll begin to complain a lot about you. Nothing you're doing is right. They're comparing you a lot. Suddenly they're noticing what you look like. They're noticing how you eat. They're noticing how you sit. They want you to feel very insignificant. And that's because, again, when two people get together intimately, and sometimes not even intimately, what draws two people a lot together, more than intimacy, before actual physical contact, is emotional intimacy. So there can be someone that they are talking to, another man or another woman, that they are conversing with a lot. They're sharing a lot of details about themselves, maybe the relationship, their respective partners, if they have respective partners. They just have a routine. They know they're going to be given their morning text or afternoon text. They're going to meet for coffee. They're going to talk into the wee hours, whether it's texting or whatever it may be. And that is also going to cause a person to become distant from you because they are connecting with someone else. A sign that someone could be cheating on you is they come back with scratches on them, marks on them, hickeys, those little bruises on their necks. Sometimes there's physical evidence. Someone is cheating. They are very paranoid about their phones. Everyone has a level of privacy that they're entitled to, but suddenly they become extra cautious with their phones. They have it with them everywhere. They take it with them everywhere. Now, does that by itself mean the person is cheating? No, because there are lots of people today with all that's on technology. I see people walking with their cell phones all the time. As a matter of fact, I have to deliberately put my phone down at times because I find I'll take it with me here, I'll take it with me there, I'm looking at something, If you really do a social experiment and you go to the mall or you just just watch people in general. People are walking with their phones, they're taking it everywhere. So that in and of itself is not necessarily evidence that someone is cheating, but that along with other suspicious behavior, you're gonna know. So the phone is on vibrate all the time. They power it off. Things that they just did not used to do before. They get anxious if you go near it. It's like they're ready to just rip your head off for touching their phones. That is also a sign that a person is cheating. Okay? They just go away for the weekends without you. They no longer want to do things with you. They're working late often, and in addition to working late, that's one thing, but when you're trying to call them and reach out to them, they cannot be found. Now, unless this person works somewhere, there are some jobs where you cannot have your cell phone, like high security jobs, things of that nature. But for the most part, you've always been able to reach him. You've always been able to reach her. So there are going to be so many things that you can put together, because then it's not going to be just one thing. There would have by now, when someone is cheating, be a series of things that they're doing differently. Okay? They're not spending as much time with you as before. They're complaining. They're dissatisfied. They want to do things without you more often than not. They're saying their phone died. This happened, that happened. They couldn't find their phone. They lost it. There are going to be a few of those things compiled that is going to make them working late and you not being able to not be able to reach them during that entire time. It's going to be suspicious. Cheating people do a variety of things that makes no sense. So, as I said, certain things in and of itself, let's say a person is really working late and their phone really died. These are realistic things that can happen, and the person is not cheating. But there is normally there are other things that they're doing in addition to that. So when you bring those things together and you look at it, it spells out suspicion. Okay? Sometimes a person who is cheating will deliberately start a fight with you. Depending on the type of man or woman they are, they're going to find a reason why. They'll find something to blow up about, so they need to leave the house. Or they separate from you for a few days. And during that time, while they're separated from you, they're free. They're seeing their boyfriends, girlfriend, seeing the other person, whatever, and that's their excuse. I need to start a fight. I need to create a problem. And even you may be doing, some of you pick up on it and you're trying everything in your power to not fight with them, but they will find a way. They will find something, because they desperately need for there to be some sort of discord between you guys, so that now they are free for the weekend or whatever they're trying to do, whenever they're trying to meet. Okay? So they become secretive, they become elusive, there are changes in their patterns, there are times that they are unaccounted for, they become very critical of you, they may lose interest in you intimately, they may try to do something really unusual and weird that you guys never did before. All right. What else can I say? Let me think. I do believe that I said that they keep their phones. They're super paranoid about their phones. And as I want to make it clear that a person going to the gym is not necessarily by itself, in and of itself, should be really taken at face value that they're going to work out. But depending on the character of the person, if the person's doing a series of things that's really suspicious, and then they do that, and then, as I said, when they're going to the gym, if you want to go or if you show up and they're just adamant that they don't want you there, they're adamant that they don't want you to show up. If you show up, they have an attitude. They just look completely crestfallen that you walked in. There's somebody in that gym they're probably interested in. Okay? Worst case scenario, they're not cheating on you at all. They just don't want to be with you. They don't like you anymore. They're not interested in the relationship anymore. Then a lot of times that's something that you do have to face and plan accordingly. Plan accordingly. Because a lot of times people, they just tolerate each other. They stay with each other because they are too invested and too afraid to start over. You have all your monies and things tied together. But, a lot of times that's not even the case. People just want to say, I'm with somebody regardless of the horrors that's going on behind closed doors or how neglected that they are. The truth of the matter is, a lot of times why things go on for so long and cheaters thrive is because people are choosing to ignore the truth that's right before them, and they're afraid. And once that cheater realizes that you are afraid to leave or you're not going anywhere, you're just going to go through the routine of arguing again as usual, they're going to keep doing it. But there are telltale signs of a cheater. Everything is not always what it is, but 9 times out of 10, they're doing a combination, at least 2 or 3 out of the things I discussed today, they're doing it. And the biggest and most important indication is your gut, okay? No, I'm not talking about a paranoid person. I'm not talking about a person that just looks for things when nothing is there. When a person is cheating on you and they're no longer with you, you're going to feel it. You're going to feel that separation in so many ways. And it's up to you whether you're going to believe it and deciding what you're going to do. You cannot force somebody to love you. You cannot force somebody to make choices that you want them to make. All you can do is make those choices for yourself. And regardless of what age you are, whether you are advanced in age, middle-aged, or you're a young adult or teenager, just realize that the patterns of behaviors are pretty much still the same, and you just have to make the decision for yourself what you're going to do. Because if you find yourself, you're trying to fight them, you're trying to make it happen, and you're going to that man, the other woman, you can end up hurting yourself. You can end up killing a person or getting killed and getting hurt. You know what I mean? So, so that's all I have, guys. I hope this makes sense. I think there's way more that can be delved into, but we're just keeping it basic. Just the basic things, basic indication that someone is cheating. And now my question to you is, once you've discovered and you realize that they're cheating, now what? Because there are plenty of people who are caught cheating and the relationship continues. So why are we looking for evidence? Why are we arguing with individuals? Why are we doing all these things if at the end of the day, you're going to stay with them anyway? Okay? Because discovering it, making a huge deal out of it, and then sticking with them is giving them giving them the green light to continue to behave this way. All right, guys, thank you for watching. I hope you like my videos. Don't forget to like, share, give me a thumbs up, guys, and I'll talk to you guys soon.